Martin, the pre-season training camp in Baltimore gets underway very shortly. A number of the under-21s players, of course, are going on that trip as well. How pleasing is that from your point of view, and how important an experience is that going to be for those guys?
Well, there are eight under-21 players going, and in terms of experience for the players, it will be invaluable in terms of playing in a different country. There'll obviously be different weather conditions. It'll be very hot out there, and then obviously learning from a new coaching senior staff and senior players that are going. So as I've said, it's invaluable for their experience, and hopefully they'll take that forward into the new season.
Can you sense the excitement among them already about going away?
Absolutely. There's always a buzz about our training ground. The players have really enjoyed coming back. They've come back in very good nick, so to speak. And this will be obviously a break from the normal surroundings. So everybody's chomping at the bit to be on the flight on Monday morning.
What's your message to the young guys, the under-21s, when they go away on a sort of trip like this?
Take everything as it comes. They've got to learn what our new staff require of them and put that into practice. That's what Claude really wants to see. Their ability to take the messages on board and actually see it during training, and obviously when the games start coming.
We've seen obviously previously when senior players have come and played for the 21s and how much of a benefit that's been to the guys. Can you just sort of give a bit of an insight into, I guess, how welcoming and how helpful the group of senior players are at this club when they have the 21s alongside them?
Well, I've said before, we've got a particularly great set of senior players in terms of the way that they treat the young players. But what the senior players want to see is the attitude of the young players, and they want to see whether they can handle the ball. If they make mistakes, that's not an issue. They help them with that. But it's being able to make that step up, to mentally cope with being with the senior players and dealing with the ball.
As you mentioned, the new manager and his staff have come in, and he's placed a real emphasis on youth and the importance of developing the young players. Having said that's been something very important to him at all the clubs he's been at. From your point of view, how pleasing, how encouraging is it to hear that from him?
Well, it's terrific, and he's met with all the players, including all the under 21 players. He has a a profile of all the players, so he's looking individual by individual to see what they're doing. Some have trained, the 8 boys have trained with the squad since the start of pre-season, and some of the other boys have been able to come in and go out of the training. Claude's very keen that he sees the players play, so he'll watch a lot of the under-18 and under-21 games and get a feel for the strengths and where the players need to develop.
Yeah, and a trip like this to Baltimore is, I guess, a good chance for the players to be able to impress him, whether that's for now, the near future, or a bit further down the line, isn't it?
That's right. I think everything needs to be taken into context. We obviously still have a lot of the senior players recovering, or in Jose's case, still out at the tournament. So there's an opportunity for them to sort of bed themselves in. They've got to prove themselves first to train with the senior players, and then their final task is to get in the squad. Now, for some, that's not going to be immediate. That'll be in the future. But everybody's mindful about that, and it's important that the young players understand that. It's not all about now, it's about their futures.